What it do, family? We are back. Survive to Thrive, better than ever. And as you can see, we got a special guest. So first, I'm gonna introduce myself. I'm Justin J. Strick, half of Survive to Thrive, owner of the Hope Institute, and I'm so glad you got to join us today, brother Meeks. You introduce yourself, man.
What's good? This is Levance, survivor of the Fatherless. Good to see y'all again.
And I'm Delano Hill, owner and founder of Purpose Patch. Patches with a purpose where you buy one hat, switch out the patches like so.
Hey, we in the building. Hey, so you see, I got my merch on today, man. I'm rapping, man. I'm rapping
Always
today.
supporting.
Yeah, always supporting, man. And Levance, Levance don't get as much wine today, y'all. We'll see how happy he is, cause you know he like to drink all the wine. That good? You good?
Yeah.
So yeah, you know he like to drink all the wine, y'all. So today, man, we get to chop it up with a guy that I know I look up to in the entrepreneur sphere. And I'm just super excited. All right, man, we're gonna jump into this though. Like I said, let me move this so you can see my guy, man. Usually we don't got nobody in the middle, man.
Yeah, let me bring it over here.
It's over here.
Okay.
If you want, I'll pass over here if you want. So I told you, if you already trying to drink all the wine, you didn't even drink his cup.
You might need to say something. You could a little
I
sweet.
didn't know what you see.
He
I got you.
definitely
That's on
said
me.
that when you left.
That's
I
on
was
me.
like, man.
That's
You good? You good? That's on me. See, that's on me. That's the guest. I didn't want the guest to think, you know what I'm saying, that we some alcoholics. You know what I'm saying? Even though he is. All right, but we back in here. So I want to know some more about Purpose Patch, man. I know what it is now, but like, how'd you come up with it? Because I've been around the world. I've never seen any product like it.
Gotcha. So the way I came up with Purpose Patch was, it started from a place of wanting to help. So we were just talking about off camera the whole situation with me moving down to Atlanta and everything.
Yeah.
You know, and that's part of my testimony. I went from making $22,000 to a nice amount of money in a year, and I didn't handle it properly. And I started almost, I don't want to say praising the money, but looking at the money like I loved it. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
And I felt like God had to humble me, so I ended up losing my job. I came back home to Kansas City, went through a bout of depression, like this close to the edge with it. And if it wasn't for God, my wife, you know, just really helped me through that, I wouldn't be here today, literally. So with that, you know, time had went by and I had got through what I was going through, and I wanted to be a help to people.
Gotcha.
So I found this group, well, it's not so much a group, it's us. You ever heard of the semicolon movement?
Mm-mm.
So the semicolon movement is basically your story's not over. If you see somebody
Oh,
tattooed,
yeah. Actually, yeah, I think I
You have heard that? Okay.
yeah, so if you see somebody like that with that tattoo, they usually have like you know something hidden. Sometimes it's hidden, you know. But if you see it, it's like, okay, I can step to you and talk to you. I want to, you know. So I said, let me take that to a whole nother place. Let me be a walking billboard of change. So, bam, right there on the forehead.
Okay.
So the first thing you see, you know, if I see you in a Gucci hat, I see you might be a person or trying to show up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I see you with whatever, it's showing your affiliation. You know what you wear. When I see you, I know that's a Chiefs player. You know what I mean? I see you, I know you about your people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, bam, let me put that on the forehead. And as far as the switching out, as far as, you know, because it is tough, like I said.
That's the part that's I'm like, where you get that from?
So before I started my business, I probably had no less than 50 hats.
Okay.
And a lot of them I wasn't wearing. I had so I'm a dad of 4. Okay. You know what I mean? At the time I was a dad of 3. And I started wearing these things called dad hats. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like I had probably like 30 of the fitteds.
Flat bill fitteds, yeah.
Yeah, man. And I had started putting in all these, you know, Ralph Lauren. I started buying Ralph Lauren heavy, you know, because that's like a dad hat style.
Yeah.
And, you know, as a truck driver, you start thinking like, man, I got time on my hands. Like, what can I do to make this a better thing? And it's just like, it just came to me like, what if I can have one hat and switch out the patch? And that's really how it came to me, just driving down the road, because it's just you in the truck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I worked overnight, so it's 3 o'clock in the morning, nobody else on the road, you know? So it just came to me like, that'd be dope if I can, you know, switch out the patch, you know? And I reached out to some people like, hey, what you think about, you know? So I started in 2017, I literally went to Walmart. I got a hat. I got some
Velcro?
I got the Velcro. They sell Velcro patches there too, and I got what is it called? The glue adhesive. There we go.
Okay.
I got the adhesive, and then I said, let me see if this works. I put the adhesive on there, and I hit it with the hair dryer. I let it sit for like a night. The next morning, I'm like, this works. It's a go. And then a month later, I put in my first order.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Wow.
I got hats from one place, and I found a patch maker, and then just went from there with it.
Wow.
Yeah, simple as that.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. So I be liking to hear like the origin stories and stuff. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
And so you you got the hats, you got the patches, and the purpose. So is that how you came up with the name?
Oh yeah, most definitely. So again, with the whole with my brand, you won't see no vulgar, nothing. It's all uplifting. Mm-hmm. Even when you see like my Tupac patches, under Tupac's face it says "Be the Spark." Yeah. So that's speaking to him, saying I might not be to change the world, but I want to spark the mind. So it's like you see Tupac, but it's a mission statement. Like I want you to do better, so people see you, and then that could be you're the spark to change. Spark the mind to change the world. So that's the whole thing. It's a purpose in every patch. Each patch have a different meaning, have a different I think I might have Black as Heaven on. And if you see closer, it got hell scratched out. Growing up, I'm a dark skinned man, so I've been you black as hell, you black as hell. No, I'm black as heaven. And just trying I ain't gonna lie. I sat down and wrote all these different things on how to change the whole concept of black. When you look at black, when you see. When you look at angel food cake and devil's food cake, angel food cake is white. When you look at devil's food cake, it's a chocolate cake. You know what I mean? So when just seeing all the different type of stuff in the media, it's like, let me try to take on, this. And so, I'm intentional, and I have a message behind everyone. Now, when you buy it, you might not always know what the message is, but, sometimes you can interpret and get what you get from it and then apply it, as long as it's positive. But purpose. You know what I mean? I got like my awareness patches, like my autism awareness, breast cancer awareness, my suicide awareness, which is the semicolon patch, and we still growing with the awareness patches and things of that nature as well. So
got you. That's super dope. That's super dope. You got anything?
Man, I got a lot.
Go ahead, man.
So this is my first time actually hearing a purpose patch. We did a vendor event last week together, and this is my first time actually getting to meet you. Mm-hmm. So man, there's a lot of things that I want to know. First of all, is it just hats? I mean, I think I've seen a couple other products, but
we do socks. Okay. I do bags as well. We did a run of satin bombers, where we had a 5-inch patch, which kind of like we had like a Tupac patch, the Mother of Earth patch. It was only like 5 designs. They didn't go over as well as I thought they would. I'm gonna, take another swing at it. But yeah, as of right now, that just the socks, the bags, and which I ain't gonna lie to you, that was a blessing. COVID was a blessing in a couple of different ways. It made me step up and have to add more products because I put in an order back in May of this year. Okay. I just got that order October 27th. So May is basically, June, once they said the order was going to be delayed, it's like, okay, I need to have product. What can I sell? So I added bags. Bags start, the shipping on the bags start going higher. So it's like, ooh, okay, I'm going to keep bags. Yeah. But I need to add something else. So I added socks. So it's like, all right, cool. That's something cheaper, it's something that'd be more, can move, you find some, popular things, patches, things like that. So, but yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with that.
Okay. Another thing I was wondering, sometimes I believe that, we tend to think that success is one of those things we're supposed to reach, right out of high school, right out of college, or whatever the case may be. And one thing I found with myself is like I didn't start kind of hitting my niche until, about 27, 28, you know what I mean? And still hitting my niche to this day, you know what I mean? I'm 29 and I'm still
trying to get into that groove.
Hey, Strick, let's start a podcast. You know what I mean? It's still like, hey, so, if you don't mind, how old was you when you started to, really get into this purpose patch? Because, like I said, sometimes I think we believe that light magically pops on once you get out of high school. And I think we unrealistically, set our goals at like, hey, by 22, I'm supposed to be, living like this.
And I think that comes from like the two industries that get the most media attention in our neighborhoods, right?
without a doubt.
Music and athletes, right?
Yeah.
Like athletes, like you a millionaire, you can become a millionaire at 19, you play the right sport. You know what I'm saying? 18, so you play baseball, you can come out of high school out of baseball and sign a $300
Play
million
soccer, you
contract.
could be 15.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And so it's
Yeah.
like, as an athlete,
Signing my kid up for soccer.
yeah, as an athlete, golf, tennis, like,
Yeah.
I gotta go see King Richard. Like,
Yeah.
they turn pro at 13.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying?
I ain't
13,
seen
14
it
years
yet.
old.
Yeah.
So, like, and then hip hop, you can be 12 and blow.
Most
With Lil Bow Wow, Lil Romeo, they was 12, 13
Yeah.
on the stage with Snoop.
But
Chris.
that's what I'm saying. It creates unrealistic
It does. It
expectations.
does.
And
Yeah.
you know, like, so when they see,
Yeah.
you know, somebody like you that, you know, you have your purpose patch, they like, hey man, so you've been doing this for 10 years already, huh? You started what, about 21, 22? And I love for people to understand and know realistically, it's okay to start
A little later.
a little bit later.
Whenever
And-
you're ready.
So I'll say this. I've been successful since I was 14,
Yeah,
12.
got you.
I learned how to build my first computer when I was 12.
That's amazing.
So when I say successful, that's not attached to no financial,
Got you.
financial anything. So I was set out to do something. I did it. I'm successful in that way.
Yeah,
When it comes to financial,
yeah.
finances is
It's a different beast.
it's comedy right now. It's laughing at me. I've been out for a month and I haven't really had big shows
Yeah.
that I could usually do when I'm back home. So like and you know, things happened this year that kind of disabled me from being able to move like I would usually do as far as back injury, and I haven't, so like I said, I haven't worked since April.
Got you.
But it also was a blessing because I've seen that I've been able to sustain since April, and I had to lean on God way more than I ever have financially, you know, in this last 7-8 months, and you know, yeah. But as far as the success with Purpose Patch, I think after I sold my first hat, I felt successful with Purpose Patch.
Yeah.
And then that was a level of success. It was another level of success when I seen somebody wear my product that didn't know me.
Mm-hmm.
And then just to add another layer onto it, like I said, I moved to Atlanta back in March. In April, I seen somebody in Atlanta with one of my hats on that
is dope.
So it's like,
That's dope.
oh, so my message is reaching different people.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it because they're cool with me.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know, it's a natural, you like something that came from my mind.
Mm-hmm.
So
That is.
That's fire.
I think we probably just need to teach people how to look at success,
Yeah.
you know,
In
differently.
stages and seasons. Yeah. That's good.
I used to be one of those guys, and I never said I had unrealistic goals, because like I used to be in the music industry, and you know, I would tell my cousins, we're gonna sell 10,000 mixtapes, you know, first week.
Kanye.
And talk, and you know, and I think if everybody in the room felt the same way I did, I think we would have been pushed harder to do that.
Gotcha.
But when it was just me thinking that we could do this, and you know, and that's not to speak to them bad about them, because you know, one of the artists, he's moving now.
Gotcha.
But we started when we was 15. But he's like with Future and all of these guys now. He's down in Atlanta as well. Like he's actually moving. So, and his success is beautiful to me as well, because I had my hand on that. You know, I was, you know, teaching him, hey, cause when we're in an interview, look at the camera.
Yeah.
Make sure you know, make sure you talking up. Make sure you doing this when we on that stage. Don't care about this. Don't attach your name to Gucci, Prada, this, that, and the other, because they're gonna expect that from you when they see it. So, if anything, T-shirt and your brand.
Yeah.
And this is what I was talking back at 18, 19, where I got a little bit more, you know. So, yeah. But that's my little tidbit on how I view success and you know why I feel I am successful. I do have other levels of success to get to, like that financial thing. But yeah.
Got it.
Gotcha. And so, my question, we wind our kids, dog.
Most definitely.
Right.
KCK born and raised.
And so, you know what I'm saying? You know what it is. You know what it is. Because I've traveled, right? I've been telling people, like, it's Kansas City, Kansas, right? Wyandotte is a town, though. Like,
oh, it's the town.
It's the town, right? Like, so, like, stuff moves here at just a pace that, like, no one's in a rush. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no one's in a rush. And as entrepreneurs, sometimes that can be frustrating.
Almost
Because you feel like you got this dope product and you got this dope idea, and the town's just like,
Yeah.
we don't dislike it.
Yeah.
And we might even like it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
like, that's just the response of the town. And so as an entrepreneur, started in Kansas City, moved to Atlanta. Did that move, do you think that move helped your business a ton? And if so, do you think can you be successful here? And does it depend on the product, the ideal, or do you think you have to, if you're in business, you're gonna have to branch out in other markets?
So with my business, my avenue I took was a little different. I did get love in other places before I got love in Kansas City.
Gotcha.
My first market that I got the most love in was St. Louis. I
Wow.
traveled down there, and that's like almost like a mini Atlanta. So they're wanting to support other Black people.
Okay.
You know, and my business was on the Black train as far as black, which is still a Black business to a certain extent, but I am trying to broaden it a little bit more. But again, my goal was to change the mind of all Black and everything. But now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Doing the shows down on Quindaro, it was days I was there for 4 hours, made $2,500. I ain't never did that.
Gotcha.
So when they show love, they did show love, but it seemed like it took another city to kind of be like,
hey, this is dope.
This is dope. You know, and that's not everybody, because it might just have not been in front of the right people in Wyandotte, because you gotta, with Wyandotte, you gotta really search out like, oh, so you're waking up to your consciousness. I see you got the locks now. You getting free with it. You're not tied to brands no more, you know. As far as living in Atlanta now, so Atlanta is a town they like high fashion. Yeah. You do have your community that do support Black, but living in Atlanta, it just gives me more access to be able to travel. Okay. So, like say I do 3 shows in Atlanta in a month, I might make 2,500, or I can go 3 hours north to Murfreesboro, which is like 15 minutes south of Nashville.
Tennessee?
Yeah, okay. Tennessee. And I do 2,500 in 2 days. Wow. Because I already got a Friday night market and it's Black Saturday event every month. Wow. So I can go do that, or I can go to North Carolina, which is North Carolina, South Carolina, 4 to 5 hours drive. Only thing I can go to from here is St. Louis. Yeah. Yeah. You might go to OKC, but OKC ain't predominantly. You know what I mean? So, you know, I done did shows like it ain't that. So, you know, like I've done shows in Jacksonville, I done shows in North Carolina and South Carolina, did some Nashville, I done did some Murfreesboro. I done drove over to Houston. Okay. You know what I mean? Just drove the bottom over to Houston, you know. Okay. And you get that because we're in blacker hubs. Let's say that. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And so, and I love Atlanta, actually. I visited this summer. I went down for a Hawks game, playoff game. First time I've ever seen that many Black people in my life. Oh, yeah. And it was crazy. It's not just seeing Black people for me. Like I said, when I used to work there back in 2012, 2013, I never seen so many Black people with wealth. That's what I'm talking about, yeah. And like, it was like, it's rare to see somebody in Kansas driving a Lamborghini. It's even more rare, if that's how you say that, a Black person. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. Up there, like, you pull up in the hood, in the hood, they got Porsches at the gas station. Yeah, no question. I mean? Easy. You know, so I wanted my daughters to be able to see, you know, how women are running the show to a certain extent. And these Black women that's, you know, heading up, I think it was Auto Trader. It was a Black, when I was down in 2012, 2013, it was a Black woman that was kind of running the show down there. So it's like, that was one of my delivery spots. I'm like, man, it's crazy to see that. I need my daughters to see this. Yeah. No, that when I went to Atlanta, so I went to all Black food spots when I went there, right? And I was like, yo, like, the waitress Black, the busboy Black, the cooks is Black, the manager Black, and the service A1. Like, they come to check on me. How you doing, baby? You good? You need anything? Like, it was like fire. And I had never and no knock on our restaurants here in the city. I think we got some good Black-owned restaurants in the city. We was talking on camera. We got some that, you know what I'm saying? The food is good. The service ain't great. You know what I'm saying? And so, but just being there, like, food, fantastic. And what I loved about Atlanta, too, was like you said, Black wealth. Like, there's Black businesses that
charge you prices that are high,
Yeah.
but give you service that says it's worth
Most
it.
definitely.
And I was like, yo, I told my wife, I said, you got to come back here. Like, I got to bring, because my wife ain't never been, so I got to take you to Atlanta. Like, you got to see, experience.
You might
that.
fall in love with you. Might be in Atlanta.
Oh, man, I'm trying to come pull up on you, man.
If you ain't living in the city, man, you like, I love that good cuss where it's like 15, 20 miles away from the city. You know what I mean? You might hit up in Madonna, Stockbridge, because when we first moved down, we lived in Stockbridge. We Decatur now, but like, being at 15, 20 minutes away from the city might be a $300,000 house, just like a mini mansion. Compared to being in the city, you might be paying $800,000.
Got you.
Or up here, you might be paying $500,000, $600,000.
Got
so it's just beautiful.
Yeah, no. Atlanta's on my list. I got like 5 cities on my list because Wyandotte, I love you, but I got to get out of here for it. So I'm going to come back, I promise you. But I'm going to get out of here in a second.
Yeah,
but like Atlanta's on my list. No, I ain't no trader.
It's expansion. Like,
Yeah,
I love Kansas City, Kansas. It's the town. Like, seriously, I love Kansas City. Kansas City it's where I was born and raised at. I mean, like, my love for it makes me dislike KC Mo a little bit, but it's still love. It's still, my wife is from the Missouri side of it. It's still love, but when I was younger, it's like, man, it's Kansas City, Kansas, but you know,
for sure.
I was peeping the quote on the side.
Living in my purpose.
Yeah, living
in our purpose.
Living in our purpose. Okay. So is that a quote that you use to kind of keep you motivated? Is there another quote that maybe when times are getting a little bit rough that you fall back on? Like me personally, I love the what's that one they said on Coach Carter? I'm not gonna quote it and I forgot it that quick.
Oh, what our deepest fear?
Our deepest fear.
Our deepest
fear is not that we're inadequate.
Yeah.
And man, that's one that when I'm going through some things, when I'm feeling really down, it's like because I sometimes feel like you're not worthy of this, Meeks. You're not worthy of doing this. Ain't nobody gonna support you with this. You need to just shut up, go find your 9 to 5, and call it a day. You know what I mean? Find enough to pay your bills and take a vacation once every 3 years.
Come on,
and call it a day.
Talk about the Black American dream.
Yeah, so that's kind of a little quote that it since it stick out in my mind. Do you have something that keeps you going?
So just real quick, back to the living in our purpose. So again, I just wanted to make sure every aspect of purpose was in the business. So when you see the hat says living in our purpose, when you see my socks, every pair of socks says walking in my purpose. So everything is about purpose and having your mind on purpose, making sure you're living out that, make sure that everything you're doing is going towards that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If that's being a great father, that's your purpose. Being a great husband, that's your purpose. Being a great business person, making sure your interactions with your customers, doing it with purpose and on purpose.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? I make sure to go out of my way on purpose to do things like if you order on today, if I got time to make it to that post office, your order shipping out.
Yeah, no,
by 4:59 before USPS closed. You know what I mean? So, and as far as just how I live my life, man. So me and my wife, we seen everything line up. I don't I'm not big on astrology or nothing like that. So I don't like saying. Well, I ain't gonna say I don't like saying it. I just don't. When I say the stars and lines, I don't want you to
take it
and think I'm talking about the moons. And I'm not against what you.
Hello and welcome to Purpose Patch. Patches with a purpose, where you buy one hat and switch out the patch. Here at Purpose Patch, we pride ourselves on making hats for our hair. So with that, all of our hats are full satin line. We offer beanies, our base dad hat, and also our lock hat. So all you gotta do is buy one hat and simply
switch it up, switch it up, switch it up, switch it up, switch it up.
To check out our full selection, head over to purposepatch.com, and always remember, it's Purpose Patch.
All right, cool.
Technical difficulties, whooping our tail today.
Most definitely. So I'm gonna turn back over here. Let's finish answering the question. So like I was saying, in me and my wife's marriage, we've been able to see everything, beginning, middle, and end. So just like I said, live within that. I know it's cool to say think outside the box, color out. Color within, color out, not in the line, so on and so forth. All the different metaphors and whatnot. But we all have that gut thing we feel is right for us. And that's where I thrive at. So if something comes to me and said, hey, you're supposed to be in this lane, all right, cool. That's where I'm gonna be at.
Yeah.
If something says, hey, take this trip over here and do this. If something says, hey, you see those little girls over there, give them hats that, don't ask them. This is what I'm putting on your heart right now.
Yeah.
Live in that. Be
Yeah.
purposeful with it. You never, I don't know. It's been a lot of times I just giving hats away and stuff like that, and I don't know what it does for them people. Sometimes people in the moment give me a hug. I needed this mess. I needed, sometimes they're close. I don't know that. I'm just trying to be who I'm supposed to be. Yeah. And if something's asking me, so yeah, everything is purposeful. You know what I mean?
I love it.
That's dope. And so I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Because it's my last question, because I'm tired of messing with my phone. Difference like between trying to sell online versus like doing trade shows.
Okay.
Can you talk about that a little bit? Because you like the first person I ever met that like does trade shows. Like,
yeah, that's I make most of my money at shows.
Yeah.
And that's because I don't have a T-shirt. I don't have my product is interactive. Let's just say that.
Okay.
So it's some places that only want pictures, and I can do a picture doing this. It looked like something and something. So it wasn't until I started putting money into videos that my online presence became better.
Okay.
And then it's also you have to capture people to say, let me want to sit and watch this 50-second video or this 30-second video.
Yeah.
Or whatever. You know what I mean? Because like most clothing lines, they have hats.
Yeah.
And what I have is a hat.
Yeah.
Until you take it off and say, oh, this is a full satin line hat. And then you read the side and you say, oh, living in my purpose. I do think good. I do think good thoughts. I do want to be on this track. I do want to.
Yeah.
That's a cool little purpose. And it's not printed on. This is a embroidered hat.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then you look at the patch. It's an embroidered patch. I can switch this out daily. You know what I mean? What I pay for, let's just say a plain satin line hat online right now is $38. I got my hats at $25.
Wow.
That just went up. My patches, my hats were at $20.
Yeah.
My price on my hats just went up. So, getting people online, it's what's the customer acquisition?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got to put money in to bring people when you're at a trade show.
Yeah, that's true.
It's people there. And then
that
it also
come
depends
willing
on what
to spend money.
Exactly.
Want to spend money.
It also depends on what kind of show you at.
Okay.
Because it's a hustle right now and doing shows like you might pay $75 to get into a show, but 2 people might show up. And I've literally been at those type of events, but the beautiful thing is my product is unique enough that I sell to other vendors.
Yeah.
And I still leave out of the place making $300.
Yeah.
And it's only 2 customers that came.
Yeah.
So, I ain't gonna say you're not blessed enough.
Yeah.
I've been blessed enough to be able to still make my money back in every case every time I've done a show.
Dope.
But when you go to a show, you just look for, if you're doing We Buy Black or We Buy Black KCK, it's they're coming there with the mind to shop.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, and you don't have to worry about shipping and all that different stuff. You ain't got to worry about packaging.
Yeah, shipping is trash.
Man.
I hate shipping, and it keeps getting it's more expensive.
Most definitely.
I be shipping like little bite be like $8.
Etsy, like we just sent you $200. 106 of those dollars are going towards shipping.
They are for
Right
sure,
now,
like
it's
for
kicking
real.
my butt, but
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah, it's crazy. So yeah, you got any last questions you want to ask, man?
No, I don't think so, man.
Okay.
He's answered a lot. I know. So for those that are like me that want to get something now, that's not in person like we are, do you got a website? Do you got a Facebook page, Instagram?
Purpose Patch, everything. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok.
I've been seeing you on TikTok. How you liking it? You figured it out?
Man, TikTok is a time crunch. Like you'll be on your phone for 3 hours doing this and laughing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as business goes, I think it's a cool little way. I gotta find more creative ways, and I actually gotta open myself up a lot more because a lot of people don't know my true character. As far as like, I'm a funny guy. I might I can dance. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But nobody has ever seen that because I keep that behind closed doors. You know what I mean? So I got to become a little bit more free in that so I can let my business blossom where it's supposed to be, and get some more, like, I got funny skits and stuff like that for my business. Yeah.
Okay, so that's cool. That's cool. And so yeah, I'll link everything underneath. If you're looking for his website, Instagram, all his socials will be there. So you just click
It
on
was
and go
easy
to
to
him.
find. You ain't got no excuse. I just went and followed them on both my pages in
Yeah.
2 seconds, man.
Yeah,
No excuse. Go follow, go like, go share. Takes 2 seconds. Literally, I'm done with that right there.
Yeah.
Give brother a follow, give brother a share, give brother a like, and give a brother a sale.
Yeah.
Buy something.
Buy something. It's Christmas.
We
Christmas
love
time is
likes.
here.
We love likes. We love shares, man. But you know, at the end of the day, we also love your support. You know what I mean? We love that financial support as well, and especially when it is, it's a great brand, man. From this time that, like I said, I've seen Strict wear Purpose Patch a couple times, and I've seen it around, but I've never actually took time to actually look into it. It's like, all right, what it is, all right, what's going on with it. But after seeing that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm getting this. Like, oh, this is something that I would get for myself. And like I said, I don't know Delano, right?
Yeah,
like I don't know Delano. You know, we just met today. I thought that he came in. He said, "Hey, you got a package down here." I was like, when did the driver start coming through the door?
I heard you say come in. So.
Yeah, I did, but I thought it was the
Okay,
driver.
gotcha.
I was like, why is he knocking? Did Strict like make a sign for it? So I was confused, and then he came up the stairs. I'm like, sir, like. So I've never met him before, so it really is. During this time, he sold me on his product. Not like he really has. He sold me on the message of it, the purpose behind it. And I think that it's amazing. I definitely think that you support it. So
And real quick,
Talk to
just
him.
want to add on, we make hats for our hair. So if you have locks, if you have naturals, just anything, we got you covered. So we do have a backless natural lock hat. You know what I mean? It fits any size head. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We also have the dad and the bucket.
Yeah.
I like the black.
I got the Scully.
Yeah. We got the beanies, you know what I mean?
Beanie, yeah.
And we have brimless hats as well. So yeah, we got a little something for everybody.
Okay.
We try to take care of all of our communities, and you know, as that goes, we're growing with that as well. But check out the website. We got something for you over there. And if you don't like hats, we got socks and we got bags.
Yeah.
All right.
Fire. And I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's how I know Delano famous, right? So I go to Thanksgiving dinner at my people's house. And it's my cousins, her husband, their family's over there, and they see my hat. You know what I'm saying? I'm rocking merch. This is what I wear. I don't wear a lot of Nike or none of that no more. We got Kansas City Cats, so I'm wearing merch. And they were like, "Yo, you got a Purpose Patch hat?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's what's up.
I know Delano. You know, I'm name dropping. I know the guy. And they was like, "What you mean you know him?" I said, "He from KCK." They said, "No way." I said, "Yeah, he from where I'm from." And they was like, "Nah, man, my sister got me one in Memphis." And they said my sister got me one in Memphis. And then I got on the website and ordered some more. And I guess he was in town, so he dropped them off on my doorstep. But I wasn't there. So they told me they was there. But I came home and I didn't know who the box was from, so I threw it outside because I thought it was a bomb. And then he said, but then he called me and said, "Hey, I delivered your package." So I ran outside and got it. And I said, Delano's famous. That's the moral of the story. Delano's famous. This woman I never met, don't know her, and whatever. She seen my hat, knew the product, and knew it so well that she had a story about it. And after she had got one, had went and bought more. So that's I was like, I can't wait till he come so I can tell him about that. Because I was like, oh, that's super dope.
Yeah, that was good on the camera.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's super dope. So we love y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, share with your baby mama and your next. And we love you, man. It's been dope, man. I think this one has been one of our best episodes.
Besides your phone.
Man. Apple, stop doing us on these updates, man. Every time I come an update, my iPhone don't have no storage. I done had storage all week, all month, no problem. And now I gotta delete every video on my phone to record this one. It's okay. It was worth it. And I hope that you all love it. We back. Survive to Thrive. We're gonna end the year strong. Can't wait for 2022. We right there. We on the precipice of another year, family. We made it through.
Precipice mean, but it sounds good. See y'all later.
That's it.
Peace.
Yeah. Peace.